this whole entire look was thrifted. The sweater was thrifted, the slip skirt I actually thrifted at the same thrift store in the Bronx by Unique. I think I paid like $8 for it. This was like, again, like $8. So this whole look all in, and the freaking t-shirt that I'm wearing underneath, I thrifted in Chicago for a couple dollars. So this whole look was definitely under $20, minus the Margielas, of course. But I think that that's another reason, again, why I'm about going to the thrift store. I would say definitely go to luxury brands to get inspiration and to feel fabrics, and just go to the thrift store, and you'll just be more inspired if you do that first. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl, Sierra. Hey, yeah. And I am back with a try-on haul. Thrift try-on haul, because most of the pieces I'm trying today are secondhand. I think everything is, actually. But it's basically going to be like a haul of things that I've purchased this month. Recently went to New Orleans, like last, or maybe 2 weekends ago now. And I always make it a point to go thrifting wherever I go, wherever I visit, whether it's a state, a country. I'm like, where they thrift store at? Typically go to New Orleans basically like every summer. I try to go because it's a place for me that represents a refreshing. I don't know, it slows me down a whole lot, seeing that, you know, it's in the South, it's really hot, and it's just like you have no choice but to slow down. Because I live in New York, and I do find that, you know, I'm always on go, go, go. Yeah, I was in New Orleans. Me and my friends who came with me, we all went thrifting, and we all ended up finding something at the thrift store. And yeah, it was great. So we're gonna get into everything that I got thrifting in New Orleans, as well as, like, again, this month. And I'm gonna be styling these pieces for you guys as well. And I will say a lot of these looks are, I would say, like transitional looks. So if you need some inspiration there, definitely keep watching. All right, starting off with something that I feel like you guys are probably not used to seeing your girl in, but I am definitely the type of person who will get really girly or femme with the way that I dress. And, you know, I only say this because I get some people sometimes on DM me on Instagram, or I have some like new friends being like, oh, I didn't think I would ever see you in a look like this, or that's not your style. First off, I ain't gonna hold you, I kind of hate when people say things like that, especially if they just meet you. Even if it is like a year, you don't know a person in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you still don't know that person for real. Anyway, I'm making this too deep. I'm saying this to say that, especially in my like early 20s in high school, I used to wear heels to freaking school. Like, I've always had been like, again, a really like femme girly girl, I guess you can say. And yeah, with that being said, I'm definitely trying to channel that girl again. I am one to express all types of personalities inside of me. I feel like we all have multiple different like ways of being and ways of wanting to dress. And I am one to embrace every last look, and I wear every last look with comfort and ease and confidence, because I feel like it's a part of me. And with that being said, I got me a pencil little mini skirt at the freaking thrift store, and I actually purchased this guy in New Orleans. And this skirt is originally from H&M. Now, one thing about me, in case again you are new here, I do not shop fast fashion at all. I don't shop Zara, I don't shop H&M. I definitely don't shop like the Shein and stuff like that. But yeah, I say that to say I would never purchase anything from H&M firsthand, but I will, however, thrift an H&M piece. And I think this skirt I paid like $3 or $4 for, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is the cutest freaking thing. I would definitely say get you a cute little midi skirt like this. I think that a midi skirt can just be styled so many different ways. It's sexy because it hugs the body, but you don't have to be like overly sexy. You know, you can wear something covered on top and just give sleek body, okay? Leave them to imagine what's underneath. And I just love the thought of that. And I was kind of hesitant because this is in a size medium, or no, what am I talking about? This is in a size extra small, and it fits like a freaking size extra small. I don't know why I thought it was a medium, but. And when I thrifted it in New Orleans, I actually wore it the next freaking day, y'all. That's how excited I was to wear this skirt. And I just wore it with like a little tank top, how I am in the video. And yeah, I just see myself definitely wearing this spring, summer, but also in the fall, seeing that it's in like this really dark gray color. The skirt that I also own like this, it comes to the floor or like to my ankles, and it's very, very tight going down. It's from the brand Flore Flore. And it's a very, very cute skirt, but I literally have to walk like a penguin because it's so tight at the bottom. So I really love the fact that this one is tight, but it stops like after the knee, or you know, right above the knee if it tends to rise up a little bit. But I say that to say it's very, very comfortable to wear as opposed to one that is like tight down to the floor long. So I can be sexy and sleek with this little mini skirt for the fall. And yeah, next we're gonna be getting into some knitwear. So more like a fall appropriate item, but I could not freaking leave this knit at the thrift store. I just couldn't do it. I don't care if it was like 90 degrees outside, I definitely was still gonna buy this. And I purchased this at the My Unique in the Bronx. That's like my go-to thrift store. I freaking love that thrift store. I always find something every freaking time I go. I never leave like empty-handed. And everything that I end up finding at that thrift store, I end up wearing the heck out of. So, and it's mainly like knitwear. I would definitely say a lot of my knitwear I've gotten at that freaking thrift store. And the last time that I was there, I peeked through the knits because I think they were starting to bring like their fall things out. And I seen this one here and I was like, oh yeah. It has holes in it at the freaking sleeve. And I didn't even know, but the person at the dry cleaning called me and was like, hey, just so you know, this sweater has holes, which dry cleaners will do. I was like, oh my gosh. I went back and I saw the holes. I was like, okay, like you can still dry clean it because I'm still gonna wear it, no doubt. It's funny because when I was trying this on for like the B-roll, I was just like, hold on, I could put my thumbs through here. So I literally put my thumbs through this knit. And I thought it was like a really cool little look, and I don't feel like I've ever seen that done with a knit. So definitely know that you've seen it here first. So I think that actually adds to it, and I would definitely say that is another reason why I'm always big on going to your thrift store, because you can just really find some pieces that are already unique or, you know, somehow distorted, and you just embrace them. And I love this sweater even with the holes because it's just in a very beautiful, beautiful mid-weight wool. And it doesn't have the fabric tag, but I would definitely say it is wool. It looks and feels and smells like a fabric of the earth. And I just love the overall fit of it. I feel like it's the perfect little oversized sweater, which again, I would say is a staple for pre-fall, fall. A sweater that can be just dressed up or dressed down. And I will say something that is like oversized is just like a little bit more easy to do that because you can always cinch it if you want to give a little bit more sleek, or you can pair it with something more baggy on the bottom if you want to just go baggy, baggy, baggy. I also love that it's just in a very nice like little V-neck style, very classic. I also love that it's kind of ribbed at the bottom so it kind of cinches at my waist. You also have the same ribbing on the sleeve, which is nice. And how I chose to style this sweater was with a black little slip skirt. I find that it's just a very simple, sleek little way to style a sweater. And also it's just really nice to just bounce the textures off each other. I also paired like a cotton t-shirt underneath the sweater because I like how it kind of peaked up top as well as peaked at the bottom. And I would say that's a very chic way that you can again style a oversized sweater. It's with something like more soft and sleek on the bottom like a slip skirt. Actually, this whole entire look was thrifted. The sweater was thrifted, the slip skirt I actually thrifted at the same thrift store in the Bronx, My Unique. I think I paid like $8 for it. This was like, again, like $8. So this whole look all in, and the freaking t-shirt that I'm wearing underneath, I thrifted in Chicago for a couple dollars. So this whole look was definitely under $20, minus the Margielas, of course, but I think that that's another reason, again, why I'm about going to the thrift store. I would say definitely go to luxury brands to get inspiration and to feel fabrics, and just go to the thrift store and you'll just be more inspired if you do that first. Next item we're gonna get into is actually an item that I purchased at Beacon's Closet in New York. And I typically don't go to Beacon's Closet, mainly because I feel like it's, not that it's overpriced, but I feel like the things that they have there, I can actually find at a My Unique or Salvation Army, which is like the actual like digging thrifting, like looking through maybe 70% trash and like 30% goodness. So yeah, I kind of like that thrifting for the most part, but like, oh my God, I seen the pleats and I seen the cotton and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna need them. I'm at least gonna have to try these on. So I tried them on, and looking at the waist, I was just like, I don't know, it might be a little bit big on me. But as you guys can see, it sits a little bit lower, so it actually fits my waist so perfectly. And these are originally by the brand Lee, which Lee is a brand that has been around since 1889. And I have some facts here about Lee because I wanted to do a little bit of research. And I found out that in the 1930s and in the 1940s, they actually produced the most workwear in America. It was a big emphasis on quality and durability when it came to making their jeans when they first started making them. I went to their website today and I tried to, you know, see what they offer today, and nothing that I would buy personally. However, I did notice that the denim, it doesn't have that much elastane, which I know like some AGs and 7s have like 3 or 4% elastane. And that's something that I learned from the denim owner that I work for. He has been in the denim industry for like over 2 decades. And one thing that he told me is like anything over 3% elastane when it comes to the fabrication of a jean. So like basically 95% cotton and like 5% elastane, or 97 and then 3% elastane. Like anything over 3% or at 3% or more, it's just like not good. You shouldn't do that for denim. What's gonna happen is if you get that much elastane in a denim, it's just gonna like wear out super quick. So you can expect like quick wear like in the inner thigh, or you know, around the pockets. It just won't age well. So I had learned from him to always look for jeans that are 100% cotton. And on Lee's website, they don't do that no more. And I also looked up where their jeans were made, because the care tag for this is actually gone. I thought that they were maybe made in USA, but looking at them, they look to me to be vintage. I don't know, they just really look of quality. And again, I read that Lee used to produce their jeans in North Carolina or Georgia, one of those two. But yeah, now they're produced in a small country, I believe in India. Yeah, I don't know about Lee today, but definitely Lee, vintage Lee, is something that I would definitely say is worth investing in, which is kind of a rare find today, to find like Lee or Levi jeans made in USA. Or Levi's is actually a little bit different, because I know Levi's, they have their made and crafted jeans, which I think are typically made in Japan or USA, which mimics like their jeans from like the past. I think it's like a really nice in between modern mixed with like vintage. I'm just really obsessed with these. I love, obviously, the pleat detail is my favorite part on them. I feel like it just teeters between a pant and a trouser, and I just love that. I also don't mind that they don't have pockets on the back, which typically I think that it just doesn't look right when jeans don't have pockets on the back. But I feel like this little arch detail or this seam detail going across the butt kind of acts as a pocket, and therefore it just doesn't look awkward in the back. But I just think that these look so freaking adorable on me, and I don't even know where to tell you guys to even find something like this, because I've never even seen anything like these. But again, go to your local thrift store, because that is the only place where I feel like you will truly find gems like this. And these were actually a really good price for Beacons, in my opinion. Like I paid like $25 for these, which I feel like in the past I've spent like $40 on like one item at Beacons in the past. But yeah, I was really surprised that these were going for what they were going for, and super obsessed. I may hem them, however, in the future. I've worn them a couple times and I've just like rolled them at the bottom, but I feel like it looks a little bit chunky, so I'll probably end up hemming these in the future. But obsessed with these guys so much. And then to style these Lee trousers or jeans, whatever you want to call them, I've basically been keeping it simple. I think I wore them to work like one time and maybe like running errands another time. But both instances, I've been pairing them with t-shirts. And I find that with like pleated pants, it typically looks good with something like tucked in, something more sleek to the body tucked in, whether it's a t-shirt or like a button up, just so you can see the pleats. And I work at a place where we sell pleated trousers, and I feel like it's a style that a lot of people resonate with their grandparents, or yeah, they just think of like their grandparents when they think of pleated pants. But I've seen pleated pants look very chic on most people, but I've seen people for that very reason not purchase them because they feel like it's too old for them, or they feel like, you know, this style is gone now. And I feel like pleated trousers are definitely a style that is here to stay, a style that low-key has never freaking left. It is just so classic, and it's worth giving a try. And one thing that I always say is, if you are, you know, hesitant about a style, don't feel obligated to purchase right then and there, because I feel like some places, sales associates will be really pushy, or, you know, try to make you buy the item like, oh, you look so good, you look so good. But take a photo in it, go home, you know, look at it maybe a couple days later and just be like, you know what, I do look good, or you know what, I'm not really feeling it. And then last but not least, this is another item that I purchased while in New Orleans from their Goodwill, and this was like one of two actually. So I got that gray skirt and I got this item. I think those were the only two pieces that I picked up, but I was so happy to find this guy. It's from a brand called Coldwater Creek, which I looked it up, and it's giving like Colorado mom trying her best. But it's said to be inspired by like nature or nature life. But yeah, I say that to say it's like, it's not giving like high fashion at all, but it's giving like functional, cute attire. And yeah, so this shirt I feel like is definitely vintage for them because I didn't see anything like this on their website. Well, I did, but I think it was like a nylon acrylic blend, which sounds awful to me. So definitely not a brand that I probably buy firsthand. But this piece I saw at the thrift store. It is actually cotton and silk, 70% silk and 30% cotton. So after seeing that and after seeing this little mock neck situation, I was like, need it, okay? This is everything that I love, mock neck and a good little fabric blend. I would go for definitely silk wool blends, cashmere obviously, wool. I would definitely stick to more fabrics of the earth. You don't want to go with a synthetic when it comes to knits because it looks like it's gonna be warm, but really air is just gonna breathe right through it. And I know this from experience.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I forgot to record an ending, so I'm here now. Let me know what you guys' favorite piece was from this video, and also let me know what you've been thrifting, and I'll see you on my next one.